the other one I wanted to bring to your attention is this, which is the real estate. And I bring this up because I saw something, and let me show you this. I wrote about this in the Right Side Report. I saw this on social media this weekend, and you can see this is the post that I saw. So I took a screenshot of the post and posted it up here. But basically, it said the ups and downs of real estate market can drive me crazy sometimes. My client was 8 days from closing, and the appraisal comes back at $15,000 below contract price. The seller didn't want to agree to our terms, so we are back on the hunt to find a better home at a better price. Now, some people will read that, means nothing. When I saw that, it gave me deja vu. And because that was exactly what was happening in 2007 when I was a real estate investor, heavily involved in real estate at the time. And I remember when this was happening because, again, the same things that I'm seeing happening now, where prices are going up, it was a seller's market. I mean, literally a seller's market. And I remember when it got to a point where we would go to closing and we'll have to run an appraisal right before closing just to make sure. Some people did, some people didn't. Okay, because it was always up to the buyer and the sellers. It's their prerogative if they wanted to run another appraisal before the closing. And so some buyers didn't run appraisal, others did. And the ones that did would find out that, hey, wait a second, the appraisal came back less than what it was 30 days ago. And it wasn't just like, oh, $900 less or $1,000 less. It was kind of like this, $10, $15, $20,000 less than what it was literally 30 days ago. Okay. And I remember them saying, well, I don't like the fact that the price has dropped. These are the buyers saying this now. I don't like the fact that price has dropped because what if I buy this now and the price drops even further? And so we were coached to tell them, say, hey, no, everything is fine. It'll come back. Look, you're buying a good property. You're not buying a property in a bad neighborhood. You're not buying a fixer-upper. You're buying new construction, da 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 da. So we try to tell them everything to kind of make them do the deal. And I was that guy because this is what they coached us to say. And because I didn't know any better, I was just like, oh yeah, I believe what my mentors were telling me to say. That this is what's going on. It's not affecting this type of real estate. It's affecting all the other type of real estate. Well, long story short, we all know what happened. And am I correct? So when I saw this post, I was like, it's happening. It's begun. It has begun. Okay. It has begun. And so again, back then, I wasn't looking at technical analysis. I didn't know anything about the stock market. I was strictly a real estate investor. And that was in July of 2007. By January 2008, market was collapsing all over the place. Okay, couldn't believe it, lost everything, had to start from scratch all over again. When I started studying when I got involved in the stock market and I started devoting my time to studying bear markets, one of the things that I realized was that I missed some of these technical analysis and quantitative analysis data that would have told me, yes, the market was going down. Okay. And part of that is what we've now built into this platform, this software, so that way, again, we don't have to guess anymore. And so part of that is, look, when background changes to red, take that seriously. This is the monthly chart of the real estate industry or the real estate sector, right? And right now, what is the background showing us? It is red. But more importantly is right when all this was going on, we get up here and it says wait and hold. And then right here in February, it says, you might want to get insured or get out of the real estate market. And this is when I saw, people were still buying homes and all that kind of stuff. I said, okay, well, that's fine, but the day of reckoning is coming. I said, if you're a seller, great. If you're a buyer, you better be willing to hold on to that property for a long period of time and not worry about the equity or the value of that property, because from what we're seeing here, things are not looking good. And you see, this is not just real estate. It's happening everywhere, right? And so then the next month comes and it seems like, oh, things are going fine. But it said, look, make sure that you have stops in place. And then the months after that, it's like, yeah, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. And so here we have the media, investors, different people telling us all kinds of different things. It's not happening. I've had friends of mine who are in the real estate industry that say, oh, no. real estate market is fine. It's different this time. That's the next word I keep on, or the next phrase I keep on here. This time is different. And so people try to tell you the story. Now, they might be right, and I could be completely wrong, right? Because I'm not in that industry anymore. So I don't know all the nitty gritty about what's going on in that industry. But I was telling somebody earlier today, it's kind of like watching Cinderella movie, right? But now it's a remake and they are having new characters, but the storyline is the same. Now imagine people telling you, no, 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 this time is different because now we have, a totally different actor and a totally different actress playing this role. And I said, okay, yeah. The scene is different, like the scenery is different. But I said the storyline is the same. Okay. And the storyline here is this is not looking good. We now are being told, get insured, get out. We're being told here, get insured, get out. Here, notice what it's now saying, sell short. I mean, it's time to short the real estate market. I don't know how else to explain this, but this is exactly, literally, this right here was exactly where we were in 2007 when I was telling people, no, 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 it's fine. And then we all saw what happened. So this is what I see here. Now that we got to sell short as of last month, I'm saying it's begun. It's begun. And so that's why this post that I saw on social media is like, yep, the charts are telling us. And now here's a realtor that's posting this on his social media page. And I don't know whether he knows, but he sees it as, oh, this just drives me crazy. And I'm seeing it that, yep, it's begun. Okay. So where do we go from here? All I know is the right side to be on is the bearish side.